Dismarie even welcome to the stars All-Irelands of the 21st century. A DVD featuring highlights from every All-Ireland final, hurling and football between 2001 and 2005, proudly sponsored by IFA Telecom. The popularity of the GAA is growing all the time. Almost 1.5 million attended the football championship of last year. I don't see any reason why it won't be the same this year. The same with the hurling. Not as many teams, great excitement, great atmosphere, great matches. All the finals take place here in Croke Park. That's the place to be. Well, at the beginning of every year when I make predictions, I always have a slight leaning towards outsiders or maybe teams that are not traditionally strong. 2006, keep an eye on Clare. They might be the county to break the dominance of Cork and Kilkenny in this century so far. Football is much, much more open. But again, looking at an outsider, I would say maybe Laois. Lots of good young players coming on stream. Mick O'Dwyer as manager. Who knows, this might be a sea of blue in September, the blue of Laois.
Check on the sides then, and Meath as expected are unchanged. You can hardly improve on a team performance that saw Kerry, the defending champions, literally whipped at the semi-final stage by 15 points. Nigel Crawford and John McDermott are at midfield, and then as we go into the forwards, Trevor Giles of course picked at number 11, could move left, and the inside line includes Ollie Murphy, Graham Geraghty and Ray McGee. Galway have made just one change in personnel following their exciting win over Derry. No movement in personnel among the backs, however. Gary Fahy captains the side from number 3. Tomás Mannion is outside him, flanked by Declan Meehan and Sean Óg the player. Kevin Walsh and Michael Donnellan in midfield. But up front, Paul Clancy starts today alongside Joe Fallon, and it's the usual suspects in the key positions, and they are Derek Savage and Pádraig Joyce. A lot of potential there. The biggest moment of the year in Gaelic football. Touchdown by Kevin Walsh to Tomás Mannion of Galway. Back to Michael Donnellan. Really explosive start.
Yes, indeed, Jaron. On the other side of the field, I know there's a couple of changes in the marking systems. First of all, I think at full forward is Derek Savage.
That's kicked over there. Ray McGee. First point of the match. So very first attack and a very productive opening. Nicely in here to Graham Geraghty. Getting there ahead of Gary Fahy. Held up beautifully, John McDermott. And he has put it over the bar. The umpires took a little while over that one. But Meath have gone back in front again. And they lead by 2 points to 1. Here's Sean Óg the player. Nesta's after him. Several players after him. Back towards Savage. Tight angle. Inside towards Pádraig Joyce. Can he turn? Plays it back well. And it's kicked over by Joe Bergen. Point for Galway. Well, they may have missed a free a little while ago, but they have taken the lead for the first time. So still 4-3.
Yeah, one of the things we wondered about early on, how well would the Meath defence do in the Galway attack? The Galway attack is getting loads of possession in there, but they're not converting it.
Here's Paul Clancy now, taking on Hank Traynor, showing how it should be done. Great kick. Paul Clancy's first. He's a quality footballer. And the teams are level once again. It's the 4th time they've been level. 4-4. Evan Kelly. Second time of asking, feeding it inside towards Nigel Crawford, looking for space. Galway funneling back men. Ray McGee kicking, and Ray McGee has driven it high and over the bar. This to tie it up. It's 6-6. That's his first. Time almost up at the end of the first half, and the referee has blown his whistle. That's the final piece of action. Meath have drawn level. So where they go once again. John McDermott challenged high this time by Bergen. No real attempt to put in a decent tackle. But here comes Graham Geraghty, angling himself straight at Alan Kane.
Again.
He has to be injured. You wouldn't take him off at an All-Ireland final. He's such a valuable forward. So too is Derek Savage. Good work by Mark O'Reilly. Donlan playing it inside for Pádraig Joyce. Good steadying effect here by Joyce. He's at his most expressive. He has kicked a 4th point. Galway are dominating and lead by 9 points to 7. Meath need an awful lot more, but still only 2 in it. That's a terrible kick by Trevor Giles. Galway have a chance to win it back here. Dragged down here is Paul Clancy. And the referee is issuing the red card. It's to Nigel Nestor, who was booked already. It's a 2nd yellow card, and Meath are down to 14 players. Just over 15 minutes gone in the 2nd half. Nigel Nestor is sent off, dragging down Paul Clancy here. He's done it once too often in this match, and the referee said, off you go. It was tough in the past to have 14 men beaten 15 in a major final. We've all seen it before. Now it's up to the men in green and gold. Galway putting up a ferocious challenge to them. Donald Curtis furious with the referee. And for his protestations, his team are penalised an extra 13 metres. This is now very, very kickable for Pádraig Joyce. Gets a little pat on the head from his brother, Tommy Joyce, as if to say, wish you well. Put it over the bar. Edge of the exclusion zone. 30 metres out. Very, very light breeze at this stage, blowing over his right shoulder towards the left. It's an important one, and he has got it. He's put it over the bar. It's 5 points now for Pádraig Joyce. And he's made it 10 points to 7. Graham Geraghty. Remember, it's a Meath team missing the injured Ollie Murphy. Into Paddy Reynolds. Knocking it in well. And that is kicked over the bar by the substitute, John Cullinan. His first chance, his first score. It's a vital one. It means there are only 4 between them. Good ball down. Here it comes again. John McDermott's around, and the referee's giving a penalty. It's a penalty to Meath. Kevin Walsh being spoken to by the referee. And Michael Collins was emphatic. 23.5 minutes into the 2nd half. This to give Meath some real hope. Giles has put it wide. Oh, an amazing miss. They will feel it's their day. Surely after that. They've only scored 8 points. Missed a penalty. Declan Meehan. He's in again. Dupuer is alongside him. Wisely, I think, he put it over the bar. That's his first point. But it's interesting that Sean Dupuer was backing him up just in case a pass came his way. And a goal there, we might as well have blown the whistle. Pádraig Joyce, it's only shooting practice at this stage. He has kicked 10 points in this All-Ireland football final. It is all over, and Galway are the Bank of Ireland All-Ireland football champions for 2001. A game without any goals. Galway had a couple of chances. Meath had a penalty. Meath also lost Nigel Nestor with 20 minutes of the match remaining. But in spite of all of that, there was one team really up for it today, and they were the men from the West, the first ever side to be beaten in a provincial championship match, to go on and lift the Sam Maguire Cup. But there was no doubt about this. The Sam Maguire Cup is going to Galway. It's the county's 9th All-Ireland title. They're third in the league, as it were, behind Kerry and Dublin. They are the champions for 2001. Everybody wanting a piece of the action.
Hello, Pat Smith here from the IFA, telling you that everyone can now save money on their telephone bills with IFA Telecom. With 50 years of proud service and a presence in every parish, IFA Telecom is owned by members, trusted by customers, and offers unbeatable landline rates, as well as exclusive mobile packages and free calls between customers. So harvest the benefits of being part of Ireland's largest buying group for yourself. Phone 1890 924 851 today and see how IFA Telecom can help you save on your telephone bill.
We're looking for a good one. Pat O'Connor is in charge. They're ready to go in midfield. Tommy Donnan again right against David Tierney and Richie Murray. Straight away here is Owen Kelly. Out of the sideline, he carried it over. Brendan Cummins puck out. Caught well by John Carroll. Bumps off Richie Murray. Dropping short, however. And it's Crimmins who takes it away for Galway. One well. Kearns trying to get it forward. It's going to be interesting to see how the two Kearns brothers perform this afternoon. That's Tommy Dunn. That's a huge one from Dunn. Let's go over the bar. Chip Lee. He really is a wonderful, stylish hurler. And he's got the first of the day here. Claiming with a magnificent tally of 8 goals and 56 points in his career in championship hurling. Oh, he's gone low this time. Joe Rabbit taking the knocks, turning around and putting it over. Good point by Joe Rabbit. Offers this play away. Comes towards Kevin Broderick. Getting away from Corcoran. Broderick again going on a typical solo run on his left-hand side. Stopped again this time. Runs on towards Mark Kearns. Galway there in numbers, opportunities, and that has gone over the bar. Well, the Galway half-back line were excellent, of course, also in the semi-final match against Kilkenny. Oh, that's gone all the way in. Chances here, first chance. Taken away by Mark O'Leary. Now it's up to Galway to try and do something about the scoreline of 1-6 to 3 points. Here's a chance for Healy. He's got a man outside. Kearns coming into it. Saved by Cummins. Bolted in by Flynn. It's a goal for Galway. Eugene Flynn a goal and 2 points. Well, the fans here have the benefit of watching the match as well up on the big screen. That gentleman there in picture moments ago was looking at himself. Here's John Carroll. Tempting to look at in his play. On his left-hand side, he drives it brilliantly over the bar. That's a great score by the man from Ross Cray, David Tierney. This is Mark Kearns. Broderick nipping inside. Such a dangerous player. And that's over. Good play indeed here by Kevin Broderick. 1-9 to 1-4. At half-time. And Pat O'Connor to get the second half underway. Straight away it's Lar Corbett here. Hitting it on the run, but hitting it inaccurately. And it's the first part of the second half. Brendan Cummins. It's a huge one. Dropping right in there. Pressure. Craig Kennedy trying to cope with that pressure. They come forward again. A goal opportunity. It's Mark O'Leary who's got a second goal. Just 2.5 minutes into the second half, and it's a goal by Mark O'Leary. It's more like a football rush. Michael Crimmins down the centre he comes once again. Getting out to meet it was Eddie Enright. Here's Dunn once more, spooning it ahead. Into Declan Ryan, holds onto it well, good turn, great strike, he puts it over the bar, as one of the umpires falls down. in his eagerness to get back and get a really good view of it. There's quite a few young players in that Tipperary forward line. Here's Alan Kearns, hoping to make history. But the first part of that will be to win here today. Back to Mark Kearns, his brother, throwing it back there legally to Eugene Clooney. And you know that every time he gets the ball, there are 2 or 3 players coming onto him. Brendan Cummins trying to come onto this one. Helped out here by Paul Ormond. Dangerous situation. Fergal Healy trying to turn inside here. Galway trying to create the opening. Kevin Broderick on the ball played out to him. David Kennedy's after him. It's Broderick striking it, and Broderick has put it over the bar. That's one back. 3 points for Broderick. It illustrates their dominance for periods of the game, but then they've given away crucial scores, at least those 2 goals. And Lark Corbett with his latest effort, and he's put it over. It's a first point for Lark Corbett in this match. Thrilled Tipperary supporters. Michael Crimmins, the Galway goalkeeper, was out protesting that it was wide. The umpires had other ideas. Fergal Healy trying to take it up onto the stick. There's Mark Kearns looking at the target, turning well. They needed it. He's provided it. It's his first point. Nothing nasty, nothing sinister. It's been a sporting match, a good game. Let's hope we're in for a great finish. Tommy Dunn, such a stylist. Down there towards Kelly, challenged by O'Neill. Kicked on here towards Declan Ryan, another goal chance! It's wide. It was a great chance.
It's one that he'll dream about if tipped over in this final, because the ball came into, you'll see it here in the replay now, came into him, just kicked into on the ground, and he was completely on his own.
Pressure back on the Tipperary backs once more. Fergal Healy trying to advance down that left-hand side. Cutting in well. David Kennedy's after him. Galway needing something special. He's got a goal! It's Fergal Healy!
That's a fantastic one. Jerry got in there at this stage. All the right side of the Tip defence are gone off injured, and that's a fantastic score. If Tip can weather this, they'll win it. But Galway in the driving seat at the moment, even though they're a point off.
Tommy Dunn firing it in there. Good ball inside. Opportunities. Kelly trying to get it, so too is O'Brien. Tony Canning trying to get it on his stick, does so. Get it out, it's out as far as Cathal Moore. Dispossessed, and once again it is Mark O'Leary, and O'Leary's shot is over the bar. And up to Pat O'Connor to determine how much time is left. There's still a few more seconds. Galway need to win this ball. Greg Kennedy comes out for it. There's the final whistle. And Tipperary are the Guinness All-Ireland Hurling champions for 2001.
I know Leon John Connolly, Mike McDye did a fantastic job for the first year, and they'll be there again. This team deserves every credit.
Sean McCaig hands over the Liam McCarthy Cup to Tommy Dunn, the jubilant captain of the Premier County. In 2001, they are the Premier County in hurling.
In ancient Hibernia, the bards wrote of warriors brave and their heroic deeds. Today's heroes play hurling and football, and the bards, they write for the Star. Led by Ger Loughnane and Martin McHugh, the Star team delivers incisive comment and poetic analysis on the weekend's Gaelic action. For Gaelic Games coverage every Monday is Far on Star.
So, a completely new experience for all of these Armagh players. Benny Tierney is the last line of defence, fronted by the McNulty brothers, Enda and Justin. Kieran McGeeney secures the route to goal and plays in his 30th championship match with O'Rourke on his right and McCann on the left. It's Paul McGrain and John Toll at centre field. Oisin McConville is now on the left wing, and the inside forward line has huge potential. Stephen MacDonald joined by young Ronan Clark and of course Diarmuid Marsden.
There's a couple of factors that will shape the game, and maybe a better performance from Marsden than he has given up to now, in particular in the scoring stakes, will be necessary from Armagh. Certainly Stephen MacDonald on the inside line needs more support than he's been getting.
Well, Kerry, with 32 titles, are bolstered, of course, by the availability of Tomás O'Shea following his suspension following the semi-final. As usual, much will depend on the form of Seamus Moynihan. Eamon Fitzmaurice is outside about number 6. It's Dara O'Shea and Donald Daly in midfield. The half-forward line has been earning belated recognition, while the full-forward area has been earning all of the plaudits, and why not, with Russell, O'Kineda and Cooper shooting 6 goals and 60 points between them this year. Fantastic scoring. It's the 115th All-Ireland football final, the Bank of Ireland final. Once again, it's the attacking left half back. Loves to go forward, McCann. Will this one land between the posts? It will, and it's Stephen McDonnell. First point then coming inside the first minute and a half. Good start by Armagh. In towards Dara O'Kineda. Lovely turn, getting away there from Justin McNulty. Interesting tie-up there. Brosnan lets it run away. Opportunities. Hassett playing it back here to Mike Frank Russell, and that sails over the bar. The teams are level. Good lively start by both teams. This is a decent run by the man who is the speed merchant of the forward line, Sean O'Sullivan himself. Switching from the right wing to the left. Inside towards Mike Frank Russell, feeding it back here. And it's a great ball over the bar. Russell is the one who kicks it. The pass coming back to him there from Cooper. And it's 4 points to 3. Here's a chance. This is John McEntee, I should say, and John McEntee gets his first point. Well, showing no ill effects of the knock earlier on. That's a great score. We're seeing some wonderful long-range shooting in this match. Back it comes towards Mike Frank Russell. 45 metres out. Fitzmaurice is coming into the breach here. Challenged by Marsden, but Marsden can do nothing about it. And he's kicked it over. The man from Finuge very, very rarely scores in the championship. It's 7 points to 5. Everybody wants to take it forward. Cross towards Cooper, and somehow Dara O'Kineda managed to hold on to it. And finally, in the end, Colm Cooper drops it over the bar. It's his second point. 2 shots at the target, 2 points. The Kerry fans absolutely happy, and the Armagh young man here, well, I'm sure he's full of hope still. 11-6. Barry O'Hagan calling for it. This is O'Hagan coming through. Been urged on. Is there a gap? Dermot Marsden back to O'Hagan. Here's a chance of a goal. A real opportunity falling to Oisin McConville, and it's a penalty. McConville at the end of the movement there. Fouled. Fitzmaurice is furious. John Bannon nonplussed. He says it's a penalty. A minute to go to the end of this first half. Oisin McConville took it in, and you can see he was trying to burrow his way through, taken down. The referee has decided. On the other hand, Kerry defenders and fans will feel McConville may have been charging.
Well, certainly was 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I felt Oisin may have been, or certainly was charging in that case, but again, John Bannon saw it differently, and he's the one that counts.
3 penalties in All-Ireland finals in the past for Armagh, and this one is missed. O'Hagan kicking it ahead. Late chance perhaps in this first half for Armagh, and they've taken it, and it is Dermot Marsden with his second point. This is a player of immense talent. Potentially he's the best player on the Armagh team. He's made it 11 points to 7.
Yeah, that's a good score indeed that time.
Dermot Marsden, 3 men against him. It releases Andrew McCann. How they could do with a goal like the one he got 2 years ago against the same opposition. Then it was a nice hot afternoon. It's quite cold and breezy now. This is inside towards McGrain. It comes back nicely. It's the first goal, and it's scored by Oisin McConville. It brings the Armagh fans to life. They're back in it. Only a point separating the teams. 19 minutes into the second half, a vital break. Watch as McConville was on hand. taking a little pass there and crashing it past Declan O'Keefe.
Fantastic piece of combined play that time, and a wonderful finish inside the near post from Moishe McConville. Now the game hopefully will come to life. Wonderful piece of play. Lovely little flick on.
It's anybody's match again. Armagh looking for the equaliser. Will they get it through Ronan Clark? Moynihan comes out. It's a good one, and it's over the bar, and the teams are level. The O'Rourke family very well represented in this Armagh panel. Dropped in neatly here. Once again, it is Stephen McDonnell, and he's put it over the bar. It's his third point. More significantly, Armagh lead the All-Ireland final. Tomas O'Shea feeding it in, and good defensive play by Armagh. It's out to Kieran McGeeney, the captain. It's all over.
What a result, sure. Fantastic result for Armagh. Oh, what a credit to them the way they applied themselves when everything seemed gone from them.
A fantastic day for Armagh. They have won the All-Ireland. Sam is going north once again. First time since 1994. The cup is going over the border. Kieran McGeeney, the captain of the first ever Armagh team to win Sam. A delighted Kieran McGeeney and a delightful day. Look at that scene. Just quite amazing.
Hello, Pat Smith here from the IFA, telling you that everyone can now save money on their telephone bills with IFA Telecom. With 50 years of proud service and a presence in every parish, IFA Telecom is owned by members, trusted by customers, and offers unbeatable landline rates, as well as exclusive mobile packages and free calls between customers. So harvest the benefits of being part of Ireland's largest buying group for yourself. Phone 1890 924 851 today and see how IFA Telecom can help you save on your telephone bill.
And Colin Lynch wearing number 9. Aidan McSeedna gets it underway. And straight away Kilkenny with John Hoyne trying to set something up. Frank Lohan hitting it up there well. Richie Mullally, great take. Nicely down here towards Henry Shefflin. What a battle he's going to have with Sean McMahon. It's starting already. Thundering forward, looking for the opening score. It's a goal!
Beautiful cross ball. Henry Shefflin got across and DJ just tapped it down into the net.
What a start that is. Sean McMahon has this marvellous record, of course, in the championship. 62 points so far in championship hurling, and you can now make that 63. Huge cheer. They'll feel a bit better now, the fans, and the team may settle a bit more. It's 1-2 to just a point. Richie Mullally out here into the centre. Derek Ling, that familiar style, the style we've become very accustomed to this year. And here is Henry Shefflin. Shefflin scores! But it's over the bar. Thought he was going to bury it.
Fantastic save by David Fitzpatrick in the back of the net. Shefflin is cutting down the middle, getting on the brakes. Great save.
Nicely done. Brian Lohan having his difficulties there at times with Martin Comerford. And that's Eddie Brennan. And Brennan has hit it, and he's put it over the bar. Dublin-based Garda Eddie Brennan plays 13 scoring opportunities. Wonderful record. Clare coming again. They need a goal. They get a point instead.
They took a very fast sideline ball there. The Kilkenny backs were caught napping. That could have been in the back of the net.
Andy Comerford just looking around to see is there anything on. And the referee has blown his whistle. End of the first half. No changes on either team. That following the substitution after 20 minutes of Ollie Baker, of course, in there for John Redden in the midfield. And all of this in front of an attendance today of 76,254. Familiar pattern here. Derek Ling tearing forward, stopped however, and Frank Lohan manages to get it out of the danger zone to Ollie Baker. Conor Markham there wearing the green helmet in at top of the left at this stage. Can Kilkenny gain from this here? Sean McMahon was rising up for that one. And the ball, I think in the end, will be thrown in by the referee. Ollie Baker is there to contest with John Hoyne. And that is a point. It's scored by Henry Shefflin. Who else? 6 points his tally. One wide in the entire match.
Unreal, Gerard. I'd say it's never happened before, but this long into time.
David Hoey dropping it in. They need something. Markham trying to set James O'Connor up. Having to go back. Forced away from goal. Colin Lynch striking, and it's Colin Lynch who's put it over the bar. It's his second point. Heavily dependent on the long-range frees of Shoney McMahon and the closer frees of James O'Connor. In fact, most of their scores from my notes here have come from frees. They need something. That's Baker. That'll do. Ollie Baker, the substitute, with his first point. Clare have it one more time. Griffin's shot blocked down. This is Richie Mullally. Kilkenny denied that point a little while ago, which they felt they might just get. Back there is Brian Lohan, partly blocked. Swept inside, dangerous ball, Shefflin! Henry Shefflin, 28 minutes gone in the second half, and that should be enough to secure the title for the Cats. Of the Clare full forward line that started, only Niall Gilligan managed to score, and he got 2 points. Once again, it's DJ Carey. He's got a goal and 6 points, and there's still about 2 minutes to play. I don't think there's much in it. The referee is calling for the ball. It's all over. Kilkenny are very deserving champions. Champions for the 27th time. The Liam McCarthy Cup.
And Cormac McCarthy of Running-Isha captain Andy Comerford.
Well, what a day for Andy. Man who came back from London, kissing the cup, taking it proudly home. Kilkenny the champions for the 27th time ever.
In ancient Hibernia, the bards wrote of warriors brave and their heroic deeds. Today's heroes play hurling and football, and the bards, they write for the Star. Led by Ger Loughnane and Martin McHugh, the Star team delivers incisive comment and poetic analysis on the weekend's Gaelic action. For Gaelic games coverage every Monday is Far on Star.
Well, we'll check on the team news. And the champions Armagh, as expected, name an unchanged formation for the third match in a row. 11 of today's starters began last year's decider against Kerry. Paul Hearty has now taken over in goal from the retired Benny Tierney, while young Andy Mallon has been a permanent fixture this year at cornerback. Philip Loughran takes his opportunity with both hands in midfield and lines up alongside Paul McGrain. And technically the fourth newcomer is Tony McEntee, although he came on to play his part in last September's dramatic victory. And the biggest decision for the mentors was the selection of Ronan Clark ahead of Paddy McKeever, although the latter is among the subs. Plenty of good options available to Joe Kernan among his subs. People like Barry O'Hagan, John Toll and so on. Tyrone's management team went for reassurance when they announced their team on Tuesday night, but lingering doubts have persisted over the inclusion of captain Peter Canavan and cornerback Kieran Gourley. The up-to-the-minute situation is that Gourley is listed to start in spite of damaged shoulder ligaments. It's a defensive lineup that's been altered through necessity during the year, but the one constant factor has been the presence of wing-backs Conor Gormley and Philip Jordan. And while most of this team have All-Ireland medals at either minor or under-21 level, the two wide attackers, Brian Dooher and Gerard Cablin, are looking to start their collection this afternoon. As usual, expect Enda McGinley to scrap for possession in deep positions, setting up chances for Canavan and Mulligan. Match referee is Brian White. He's the 5th Wexford man to referee a senior football final. He lives in Clonmel. Some switches in the Armagh team with Diarmuid Marsden and Ronan Clark making a switch, but it's the start of the 114th All-Ireland football final. And straight away it's Tony McEntee in midfield. And Santa Claus is here a bit early. Mind you, he is supporting the Armagh cause. That's going to get hot between now and 5. It gives Peter Canavan a chance to open the scoring. 20 metres out. He's done exactly that. An easy one. Critical decision made there against Andrew McCann for the foul on Brian Doer off the ball. Struggling over there is Kevin Hughes. Good attack here by Armagh. Inside towards John McEntee. On the left boot, it's over. Great attack, great finish by John McEntee. This is just outside the 45-metre line. Inside towards Brian McGuigan, a flu victim in the last couple of days. Taken on O'Rourke, back to Peter Canavan once again. Canavan leaving it there for Cavlin, and that's a very fine shot indeed, and it's over the bar. So 3 attacks producing 3 points, but significantly 2 of them for Tyrone. It's 13 minutes now since Armagh has scored. And the champions kick out once again has gone astray to Jared Cavlin. Laid along the line here. Inside towards Brian McGuigan, ready to take on McGeaney, taking him on in some style and cracking it beautifully over. But it all came from that horrible kick out by Paul Hirty. It's something that Joe Kernan, I'm sure, has noticed. Is on his feet straight away, having words with his goalkeeper. 5-1. The referee is, well, I thought he was whistling because McEntee was taking his time about it. Great ball down. Gathered in well here by Diarmuid Marsden. An enterprising one in. MacDonald's around. Gavin Devlin trying to snuff it out. Still MacDonald on his left boot and over. Well, that underlines the danger that is Stephen MacDonald. Will he end up being Footballer of the Year? They get it out towards Kevin Hughes, the midfielder. Smooth as you like, out to Philip Jordan. Chasing back there is John McEntee, the number 11, coming into picture. Kavanagh, referee, has noted the player going down injured. Philip Jordan's down. The referee might have a word with Philip Loughran about that. Notebook's out, he's been checking the numbers.
Yes, he could be in trouble this time, Ger, because he definitely took him with a late tackle to the head.
It's yellow. So that's 2 yellow cards against Armagh players, Francie Bellew and now Philip Loughran. Peter Canavan to kick for Tyrone, and the captain kicks and he puts it over the bar. 4 frees taken, 4 points for the captain. Is this to be the day when Peter the Great will get his hands on the elusive All-Ireland medal? He's made it 6-3. Free kick taken by John McEntee. Here's Philip Loughran. Stephen MacDonald instinctively kicking. Quick look at the target. That is a brilliant point. He didn't give himself an extra second to look at the target. He just took it in his stride, and in one sweeping movement with great confidence and accuracy, he struck it between the posts. Here's Stephen O'Neill. Nasty forward. Kavanagh missed the goal chance earlier. McGinley's in. He's got Canavan, and he's kicked it off the goalkeeper's legs, and it's over the bar. McGinley was the one coming through. He will take the credit, but there was a goal chance there right at the end of the half because Canavan was waiting inside. Paul Hirty made a good save. Canavan might have had a goal. He's got 5 points, all from frees. He's lost at the pace in spite of the pain he must be suffering from that ankle injury. And Tyrone are waiting outside the entrance to the dugout. There they go now, in with Armagh. It's been played in a very good spirit. 3 yellow cards in all. Not a great deal to choose between them, but it's Tyrone who've made the brighter start to this 114th All-Ireland football final, and Tyrone, the challengers, leading the champions by 8 points to 4. We're ready to go for the start of the second half. We've had a change, as you know. We've also had a streaker. He did not win the Best Dressed Man award, and he's gone, thankfully. Second half is underway. So just 4 points between them. And again, it hots up, but just the steam taken out of it very, very quickly by the presence of the match referee. McKeever struggling. They try to get it out with Mallon. All a bit untidy. And Philip Jordan there indicating to referee Brian White that there was a loose kick there by an opponent. Here's a chance with O'Neill. Kavlan! Goal! Should have been for Gerard Kavlan. It was as good a goal chance as he's ever going to get. Let's hope they can settle down and play football. Only 3 in it, 25 minutes to go. Tyrone of the free kick. Owen Mulligan hasn't scored so far. Peter Canavan is off, remember. And the recurrence of the old ankle injury for Canavan. Mulligan to kick. Will it curl? It's on its way. It's over. Point for a free then from Owen Mulligan. And that means that 6 of Tyrone's scores have come from frees. They lead by 4. His first. It comes out here towards Kieran Hughes. It's very scrappy. Aidan O'Rourke to bring a bit of order perhaps to it. Paddy McKeever, high challenge by Kevin Hughes. What will the referee do now?
That's a very bad tackle by Kevin Hughes that time. It certainly clotheslined him. It wouldn't be surprised to me if the referee sends him off, because there's been an awful lot of messing going on in the opening period of this second half.
He is very, very fortunate.
Just look at the number of players around the middle third of the field. It's absolutely saturated there with players at the moment.
This is McDonnell. If he can get the ball inside, given decent opportunities, he'll score. But he's very far out from target. He's taken 2 of them on. McDonnell, a real hit and hope one. Will it have the distance? Dropping in towards Marsden. Bats out again beyond McEntee. And McKeever. Paddy McKeever holding it up. Trying to burst his way through. It's not easy. And the referee saw an arm coming in. And there's a Tyrone player down just off the ball. There he is.
Yeah, there's definitely an incident there. I think a Tyrone player came flying in at an Armagh player, and a punch was thrown. I think it's Philip Jordan has gone down, but I think he made a run at somebody. I think it was at Marsden. But
it is Marsden. He's isolating Marsden, and he's going across to his umpires, Martin.
There's your red.
21 minutes are gone, and Armagh have lost a player. 21 minutes into the second half. Diarmuid Marsden is sent off. Peter Canavan is preparing to come back in. They're using up the 5 substitutes very, very wisely as O'Neill storms ahead. And he kicks and he puts it over. Stephen O'Neill, his first point. What a substitute. We've always known him to be a terrific player. Another 2 minutes to play. Dooher into the clear. Armagh could do with a score, or Tyrone could do with a score here. They might just get it. They have. Stephen O'Neill has kicked a second point. It might now be enough. A goal would still level it for Armagh in a gripping final few minutes. But Tyrone fans now believe their side, which has led from the start, will lead to the finish. 12-9. Well, they look like they've lost their title. Tyrone look like they're about to win theirs for the first time ever. The referee looks at his watch. It's with Kevin Hughes. It's down there into the space, into Enda McGinley. Tyrone hold. What they hold at this stage they will keep, or at least hope to do so. It's gone wide.
Well, this will be a sweet victory for Tyrone. To deny your neighbours immortality makes it twice as sweet. And to become the 19th team ever to win an All-Ireland, Ger.
They've done it! Tyrone are the All-Ireland champions! Mickey Hart has led a team through minor success, under-21 success, and the biggest success of all, on the biggest day in Gaelic football in 2003. Tyrone, the 19th ever team to win the All-Ireland Senior Football
Football Championship. They led from the beginning. They've won by 3. They've denied Armagh. And Tyrone fans crying tears of joy. They're swarming onto the field. Scenes of absolute delight. How they will celebrate in Moy, how they'll celebrate in Benburb and Cookstown and Omagh and all those wonderful places where Sam will now be taken. Places that I'm sure will enjoy wonderful moments in the next few days and weeks. Peter Canavan has led them to the promised land. He was not to be denied. It's Tyrone's trophy. It's Tyrone's day. They're champions. Sean Kelly with the presentation, Peter Canavan with Sam, and Tyrone become the 6th Ulster County to lift the trophy. Tyrone are the 2003 Bank of Ireland football champions. Our congratulations to them. What a scene, what a setting. What a night they'll have here in Dublin. What a day they'll all have tomorrow. And what a welcome Sam and the team will receive and deserve.
Hello, Pat Smith here from the IFA, telling you that everyone can now save money on their telephone bills with IFA Telecom. With 50 years of proud service and a presence in every parish, IFA Telecom is owned by members, trusted by customers, and offers unbeatable landline rates, as well as exclusive mobile packages and free calls between customers. So harvest the benefits of being part of Ireland's largest buying group for yourself. Phone 1890 924 851 today and see how IFA Telecom can help you save on your telephone bill.
The referee waiting for the signal, and the 115th All-Ireland Hurling Final is underway, and straight away it's Tommy Welsh here. 65 metres out from the Cork goal, looking to give his side the lead, and he's done it! What a start! First attack, first point. As an Omlock hurler, I haven't heard the phrase before, but they say it's due to his unorthodox style. Nothing unorthodox about this man. Martin Comerford, direct, swinging it in and putting it over. Great point. Kilkenny are doing as they will. They are the dominant force in this match, and Cork have real problems. 7-1. The Cork made one, and the referee had spotted it.
They want to do something, Joe.
Timmy McCarthy trying to do something here. They need to score badly. Cork hooked well, and it's out over the end line, and it's wide. That was a wonderful hook to deny the farmer from Castlelyons. And I think it was Noel Hickey who got him at the end. Again, the puck out towards Alan Brown. Kavanagh's keeping an eye on him, so the others are nipping in, and it's Timmy McCarthy releasing it here. Nice play by Tom Kenny. Kenny looking to score inside to O'Howd Bean. Players coming in support. Alan Brown is one of them. And great support play again at the back there for Kilkenny, and they get it away. Magnificent play. Whenever there's a hint of danger, they're back and they're helping one another out. Seized on instead by Wayne Sherlock. There for Sean O'Halpine. May look for his brother Setanta. Runs on beyond him. And that's good play again by Noel Hickey in front of an attendance of 79,383. Just about capacity. Here's Tom Kenny again, now in an attacking role. In for Timmy McCarthy. They need a score, Cork, and Timmy McCarthy is he going to provide it? The umpires are having a long chat about it. The referee has put his arm up and says to the umpires, if you can't decide it, and I can. And they finally wave the white flag. And now it's down to the two teams, two sets of players to determine who wins this year's McCarthy Cup. John Gardner. JJ Delaney dropping it forward here. Comerford is beaten to it by O'Sullivan, comes back out into the middle. Again, Kilkenny raid. John Hoyne's shot partly blocked down. Sherlock put under pressure. And Comerford swings, punches the air with delight because he knows it's on target. He's got a third. 3 shots, 3 points. And it's 10 points to 3. And there's a knock in the face there of Mickey O'Connell. He's down, will need attention. Play continues. It's John Gardner out here to Niall McCarthy. Sells the dummy well there. And that will lift the crowd. McCarthy has put it over the bar. They go point for point at the start of the second tie. Down towards Satanto O'Halpine, beating Ryle to it. He's off again, O'Halpine. Satanto with a hand pass to Joe Dean. The goal game man is content with the point. 5 points for Joe Dean, the first to come from play. And a great run again made by Satanto O'Halpine. And it's 11 points to 7. Only 4 in it. James Ryle not standing his ground, and once again it's Satanto O'Halpine, and he scores!
Santa Claus has delivered, Joe. He's threatening all day.
18 minutes into the second half. They have support coming forward. It's James Ryle. Up towards Comerford, batted away by O'Sullivan, but it didn't go too far. Comerford has it again. Looks at the target, goes for the shot himself, and that is over the bar. That's one that Kilkenny needed, and Martin Comerford has struck over a 4th point, and instead back there is Richie Mullally, who had such a wonderful National League way back in the spring as a wing-back. Good ball inside, intended for Conor Phelan. Runs on to Henry Shefflin. Kilkenny have a man over. It's Martin Comerford. He balances it, he strikes, and he scores! It could be the crucial goal of the game. Dermot O'Sullivan is running forward to Joe Dean. Here he is into the equation, trying to roll his way through. Stopped by Peter Barry. Kilkenny with possession, and Kilkenny with the title.
The legend from Goran, DJ Carey.
Big cheer for DJ, winning his 5th All-Ireland medal today. Kilkenny the champions for the 28th time. Worthy winners, worthy champions.
In ancient Hibernia, the bards wrote of warriors brave and their heroic deeds. Today's heroes play hurling and football, and the bards, they write for the Star. Led by Ger Loughnane and Martin McHugh, the Star team delivers incisive comment and poetic analysis on the weekend's Gaelic action. For Gaelic Games coverage every Monday is Far on Star.
Well, for Kerry, the big talking point this week was the decision to start Johnny Crowley in place of Mike Frank Russell. The Glen Flesk man lines up alongside team captain Dara O'Kinada in the full forward line. Between them, Crowley and O'Kinada have played in 88 championship matches for the Kingdom. Sadly, injury, as you know, keeps out Dara O'Shea, and in the reshuffle, Owen Brosnan's in midfield with Declan O'Sullivan now on the 40. Mayo's management team had a number of really tough calls to make this week, and they've opted for Dermot Geraghty to start at cornerback in place of Conor Moran, and Fergal Kelly has again been preferred to David Brady. One or two more might have been looking over their shoulders as well, but the forward line at least has been left intact in the interest of continuity. Alan Dillon and Brian Maloney were the players most at risk, I'm told, but Dillon in particular gives the team free taking options. So those are the two teams. Final is underway, and straight away it is William Kirby of Kerry trying to set up the first attack, linking up with Declan O'Sullivan from Drummond Pierces, same club of course as Jack O'Connor comes from. He's made a fair bit of headway, good incision, good shoulder by Heaney, dragged around there, just around 18 metres out, free in, should be the opening point. And this is the first free kick then of the match for Dara O'Kinada. Looking at the pitch earlier on, there's not a great deal of grass on it, so can he get his toe under this one? He can, swings it over the bar confidently. And Kerry go in front. Ronan McGarrity's had a great season. Trying to shrug off the attentions of Brosnan. Next into challenge was Liam Hassett, linking up here with Kieran MacDonald. MacDonald challenged by Fitzmaurice, about whom there was a slight doubt before the game. Good looking shot, it's a huge one, what a point! That's one to lift the crowd, that's one to lift the team. Kieran MacDonald from Crossmolina, first kick, and it goes sailing over brilliantly. Look how he shrugged aside the attentions of Fitzmaurice and hit a belter. Mike McCarthy pleading. Referee says play on, Mortimer does. 2 men to aim it inside, it skips past them. It's in there for Alan Dillon, here's Dillon! What a goal!
Only 4 minutes are gone, and Mayo go in front. Once again, questions were asked of the Kerry full-back line, and once again they were found wanting. The ball skidded along there. Dillon took up a good position, rounded the goalkeeper, and simply couldn't miss.
Just watch that, Ger. Just watch composure, composure, and composure.
It's 50 metres out from goal. They go short. Brosnan wanted it. Good call. Dropping away left to stay in play. Nicely held into Johnny Crowley. They're feeding it up. Hassett was coming into it, and it's Cooper who got the kick to it. The point is by Colin Cooper. Eamon Fitzmaurice, huge one down towards Cooper. What a lovely catch, beautiful fluency, taking on Kelly. He can get a goal here, and he does. 25 minutes are gone. That is his 5th goal in Championship football. Gooch Cooper with his first of the season here, easily taking it past a hapless defence. He exposed their limitations, he ran through and belted it in past Peter Burke. This to make it 111 to 1-4. David Murphy beaten already once in this game. Alan Dillon, the goal scorer, ready to take this. He takes all the frees from the left-hand side with the right boot. And with very good effect. First pointed free of the match to add on to the goal. So there's 7 between them. Will probably be the final kick of the first half, and is. Kerry started well, Mayo came back, but then it was all of Kerry. William Kirby and his colleagues enjoyed the lion's share of possession, scored freely, played some wonderful football, and Colin Cooper scored their goal after 25 minutes to match Alan Dillon's for Mayo after 4. And as the teams go in at half-time in this 115th All-Ireland football final, it is Kerry who lead Mayo in this battle of the champions. Munster against Connacht. Nearly 80,000 people have seen this first half, and the score at the break, Kerry 1-12, Mayo 1-4. Eventually it's Trevor Mortimer, he couldn't hold it. Over there supporting it was Michael Conroy. Nice ball in, here's a chance. Real opportunity for Conor Mortimer, and that one's over the bar. Might have ended up in the back of the Kerry net. Michael Conroy. It'll be a real lesson for the likes of Michael Conroy here. If they can build upon it and if they can learn from the experience. That's the super point there. Kicked over by Alan Dillon. A goal and 2 points for Dillon.
Well, for Kerry again, it's going to be their, what is it, Ger, the 33rd All-Ireland final, and for Mayo, unfortunately, a bleak statistic.
Yeah. And we haven't had a score for either team now for quite some time. Not since the 63rd minute. This might change with David Brady. Dishing it off here, Mortimer. To finish, to style, it's belted in. And it's Michael Conroy for his troubles. It's come in the last minute of the game, but the under-21 star, Michael Conroy, at the end of a very fine move by Mayo. David Brady offloading it outside here. Trevor Mortimer stepping by the challenge of Aidan O'Mahony, and it came back, and a good thump by Michael Conroy into the back of the Kerry net. Kerry have done all they had to do and played some fantastic football. It was champagne fair from Jack O'Connor's team. Mayo a pale shadow of what they can be, but then they weren't allowed this afternoon by a superb team who are Munster champions early in the year. Had to go through 2 tough matches to beat Limerick, then beat Dublin, then beat Derry, and now they have walloped Mayo in the final without the inspiration of Darragh O'Shea, who missed the match through injury. And as the fans come streaming in, it's Kerry who can celebrate their 33rd All-Ireland triumph for the record at Croke Park. The final score here shows Kerry the victors by 120 to Mayo's 2-9. Cup, the most famous cup in Irish sport, Sam Maguire, presented to Dara O'Cinada on a day when Kerry are crowned the champions.
Hello, Pat Smith here from the IFA, telling you that everyone can now save money on their telephone bills with IFA Telecom. With 50 years of proud service and a presence in every parish, IFA Telecom is owned by members, trusted by customers, and offers unbeatable landline rates, as well as exclusive mobile packages and free calls between customers. So harvest the benefits of being part of Ireland's largest buying group for yourself. Phone 1890 924 851 today and see how IFA Telecom can help you save on your telephone bill.
As we take a check on the two teams for this afternoon's final, and we're starting with Cork, and once he was fit again, there was always the likelihood that John Gardner would be back in the Cork half-back line. And so it's proved with Cian O'Connor stepping back down to the subs bench. And by comparison with 12 months ago, Cork have 4 new starters. Brian Murphy at corner back, Jerry O'Connor in midfield, Kieran Murphy top of the right, and Brian Corcoran has returned after his 3-year exile. Well, so much for Cork. In the semi-final, Kilkenny started and finished with the same 15, so it was always most likely that the selectors wouldn't tamper with a winning formation. Strains and aches there may have been for Michael Kavanagh and DJ Carey, but they're both included. The newcomers from last year's final are Ken Coogan playing in midfield and young Cha, James Fitzpatrick, but he's better known as Cha Fitzpatrick, listed at right corner forward. Éadon Macsívna from Dublin will take charge of his second All-Ireland hurling final. Already it's firing up in there with extra players wanting to join the fray, like John Hoyne coming in to try and join the midfielders, but eventually it gets underway. It's the start of the 114th All-Ireland hurling final. Kilkenny won the toss, hurling from left to right in the first half. Early chance here falling towards Eddie Brennan, coming in, chance of a goal here, and he's put it wide. Early chance for Eddie Brennan that time, a man from whom they are looking for big things this afternoon. That was a really good chance. Holding it in towards Brian Corcoran, who's not wearing the usual black helmet this afternoon. Trying to get his fullback in difficulty there. Corcoran getting support here. The support's with Ben O'Connor. 20 metres out, still Ben O'Connor. It's kicked away in the end there by JJ Delaney. Not too far, only as far as Niall McCarthy. And the West referee's whistle sounds, and it's going to be a free in for Cork. It's going to be Joe Dean to hit it. Some 30 metres out. Breeze into his face because it's swirling from that Hill 16 end. Straight over the bar, first score of the match. Cork go in front. Here's JJ Delaney into the corner. Bad marking this time. Henry Shefflin looks up. Should be a point here for Henry Shefflin, and it is. The teams are level. Bad marking for Cork on that occasion. Once again, a very determined and focused Kilkenny side, with Eddie Brennan setting it off there towards John Hoyne. Once again, they try to make some headway, and that is lashed high, and it's over the bar. Great point, and it's Martin Comerford, the captain, who scores. Picked up here by DJ Carey. First time we've really seen him in this match, laying it off to John Hoyne, outside to Martin Comerford, going for the point. Good score!
That's a brilliant score, Gerard.
Tommy Walsh nursing it to himself, the UCC student. Stopped by Joe Dean. Timmy McCarthy was available. It's Peter Barry who comes in to take possession. The hand pass, looking for somebody in support. There's a runner there, Derek Ling. Ling coming forward. Trying to do a nice, decent solo run here, trying to get some space in which to swing the stick. He does enough, he does brilliantly. Great play by Derek Ling, the midfielder. JJ Delaney can't do anything with it. His man, Kieran Murphy, hitting it forward towards Brian Corcoran. Timmy McCarthy with Brian Corcoran going forward. It's Brian Corcoran. Great roars of approval from the Cork fans as he puts it over the bar. First point from play for Cork comes after 32 minutes. Scored by Brian Corcoran. Referee having words in the middle of the field. Again, he's going to throw the ball in. Not quite sure what happened there. I think it just hit him. Here's John Gardner. Away he comes once more. on his left side, into space, it's too long, runs beyond everybody. Gardner! Oh dear, that shot by John Gardner was very nearly taken by Joe Dean. Out into the centre it comes to Timmy McCarthy, trying to get some space for Cork. Jerry O'Connor dodging around DJ Carey, in towards Timmy McCarthy again. Cork look menacing here. Niall McCarthy holds on. His explosive shot is good. It's over the bar, and the teams are level for the third time.
It's a good goal chance, Ger.
Niall McCarthy wins this puck out well. Does really well from that. And the shot is a brilliant one by McCarthy, and that's over the bar. And that's 2 points for Niall McCarthy. And it's Cork 9, Kilkenny 9. Again, it's Donald O'Cusack. Good clearance. Way down. JJ Delaney is under it. Misses it this time. It breaks loose for Kieran Murphy, advancing inside. No, Hickey is after him. Stopped. 45 metres out. It's a free to Cork. And Cork are really revved up now.
Ger, how many times have we seen this before where the players that you don't expect, Kieran Murphy, Niall McCarthy, 5 points from play between them, you know, unsung heroes on other days, but really coming to the fore. It happens so often in Ireland finals.
It's the second point for Ben O'Connor. But wherever you're watching it in the world, I hope you're enjoying it. It's suddenly sparked into life. Now we look for a Kilkenny response. DJ has no stick. Great hand pass inside. A real opportunity. Henry Shefflin stopped on the line. Scrambled there by Donald O'Cusack.
What a save.
It was a great goal chance and a great save, as you say. Oh, what an opportunity for Kilkenny to have tied it up. Cork break again. Niall McCarthy scrambling away here. Getting away. Lobbing it into Joe Dean. There's a slip inside by Kavanagh. Regains his composure. And he goes swinging around the cornerback. Now the fullback, James Ryle.
I've done a bit of hurling now. We saw everything there. DJ Carey, what a hand pass. 40-yard hand pass going the wrong way. Brilliant shot by Shefflin. Brilliant save. And then ball straight up the field. Niall McCarthy again, who's absolutely outstanding. On his way to man of the match if Cork win this game.
Well, Joe Dean has had a chance to dry the handle of the helmet, or handle of the stick rather. Dry the helmet as well, but the handle of the stick, they got a towel out to him quickly. Just to make absolutely sure they're now taking no chances. And right now, Cork are in the driving seat of this final, leading by 4 points. 4 from 4 for Joe Dean. But look at the save once again just a moment ago here from Henry Shefflin. A really good stop by Donald O'Cusack. Ken Coogan feeding it down. Kilkenny needing a goal. No better team to get it if they can. Stopped by Diarmuid O'Sullivan. Last year it was bitter disappointment for Cork. This time Kilkenny are the ones who are putting in the late challenge. Henry Shefflin stumbling. Oh, like a player on ice over there. Whatever they say about the surface, he's struggling. Stars on ice it may be, but he couldn't keep his footing there when he had a really good scoring chance. Watch again. Went all over the place. Dreadful.
Yeah, Jared, any drop of rain on the pitch at all, we've talked about it before, it makes it very difficult. Donald O'Cusack again taking a short hand pass back from Diarmuid O'Sullivan. Cork are complicating things. They're 6 points up, just want to do the simple things well and finish out the game.
Brennan right across the face of goal, stopped by Diarmuid O'Sullivan. He drives it away down towards Joe Dean territory at top of the left. He comes way off his man out to the 65-metre line. The simple pass inside for Kenny. Remember the goalie going against Wexford? It opens up for him. There's a point for the taking and he takes it. Tom Kenny from Grenagh with his first point of the match. And the two midfielders for Cork have scored, Kenny and Jerry O'Connor. In Cork they call him the Tom and Jerry show. And right now it's looking good for the Rebels, who lead with 3 minutes to go by 16 points to 9. Only 2 players forward for Cork at this stage, but it scarcely matters. James Ryle trying to pick it up. Brian Corcoran, the man who came back from exile. He was out for 3 years, but he's come back and looks like he's about to win another All-Ireland medal. He's the hero! Brian Corcoran has put over his second point.
Is he glad he came back now, Ger?
It's all over and Cork are the champions. The All-Ireland final of 2004 comes to an end and it's won by Cork. They've won it by 8 points. Some performance in the second half when they really produced the hurling. They finished in some style. Cork were bitterly disappointed last year to have lost the opportunity to take the crown. This year they wanted to make amends. They've done so, and the final score in the All-Ireland final at Croke Park is Cork 17 points, Kilkenny 9. In the presence of thousands upon thousands of Cork followers, Ben O'Connor from Newtown-Chandler in North Cork lifts the Liam McCarthy Cup. Cork are the champions for 2004. They go ahead of Kilkenny. Cork have now won it on 29 occasions. And what a family get together there with Ben and Jerry.
In ancient Hibernia, the bards wrote of warriors brave and their heroic deeds. Today's heroes play hurling and football, and the bards, they write for the Star. Led by Ger Loughnane and Martin McHugh, the Star team delivers incisive comment and poetic analysis on the weekend's Gaelic action. For Gaelic Games coverage every Monday is Far on Star.
And Kerry's team for this final shows one change from the semi-final lineup. Last year's captain Dara O'Kinada gets the nod ahead of Brian Sheehan, which means that the champions start with 13 on the side that easily beat Mayo Mount last September. Seamus Moynihan, a sub, then is back among the half-back line, and Dara O'Shea, injured last year, has returned to midfield. And the star of that last victory is here as well. Colm Cooper finished last year with a goal and 5 points. I wonder what's in store this afternoon for the Gooch. Well, the big news in Tyrone on Thursday was the selection of Peter Canavan to start this afternoon. It's also his 50th championship appearance. Joe McMahon has been confirmed to play at full-back. In the McGinley partner Sean Kavanagh in the centre of the park, while Ryan Mellon moves out to wing forward. However, the team's leading marksman this year has been Stephen O'Neill, and today it's his 25th championship start. Flags waving proudly on the hill and all around the terraces and stands. All eyes on the match referee, and Mick Monaghan from Kildare starts the 116th All-Ireland football final, and straight away possession with Liam Hassett for Kerry. Trying to set up Owen Brosnan, stumbling initially. Looking for support, getting it from Dara O'Shea. Kerry looking for the opening score just to settle them down. Taking their time about it, Dara O'Shea outside his own at the Tyrone 45-metre line. It's Tomas O'Shea, his brother, who fires it in. Intended for Declan O'Sullivan. He was restraining the defender, however. Early free kick.
What was significant there, actually, Gerard, that Owen Brosnan has gone in full forward, and I'd say you'll get a lot of high balls going in to try and exploit the height difference between Owen Brosnan and his full-back.
And also the question marks that have existed all throughout this championship about that Tyrone full-back line. They may answer their critics. They've been struggling all season to find somebody to wear that number 3 spot and to play the game there and command the position. Meanwhile, it's Brian McGuigan who's commanding. Stopped going across there. Stopped brilliantly indeed by Seamus Moynihan. The counter-attack by Kerry. It comes out towards Mark O'Shea. His brother Darrow slowing it down in midfield. Good ball across to Declan O'Sullivan. Look where he's come. Out into the centre of the park. Taking on Dooher. Stops him initially. Referee blows his whistle. Stopping was unfairly done. It's in as far as Colm Cooper. Gooch against McMenamin. That's an interesting looking kick. It's a very good start by Kerry, and Gooch is off to a flyer. Mulligan's gone very, very deep into the centre. Up there is Gormley. Conor Gormley, who's just about played everywhere this year. Played out as far as Ryan Mellon. Great kick over the bar. Tyrone's opening score. It's taken just under 5 minutes to produce. The battle for possession in the middle of the field. Won this time by Tyrone, settling to the task now with McGinley. Great athlete in the centre of the field. McGuigan, great footballing brain. Outside to Mellon again. Somebody needs to pick him up in a Kerry jersey. Good looking shot, curls in. Teams are level. Ryan Mellon's kicked 2 points. Again, straight down the middle, collected and won by Kerry this time by Declan O'Sullivan. Paul Galvin letting it go in early, but a little bit inaccurate. Well, it comes off us because good move. This is a great looking opportunity. Ends up in the back of the net, and it's Dara O'Kinada. minutes are gone. The opening goal credited to Dara O'Kineda. Cooper made it. The pass seemed to have gone astray from Galvin, kicked to space. But look at how Cooper made it his. Great run, then great vision inside, and O'Kineda finishes his 11th ever goal in championship football. McGuigan, good ball because he was surrounded by 3 or 4 Kerry players. Tough getting through there. O'Neill. If there are 3 or 4 players go for the one ball, there must be a man loose somewhere. McGuigan, awkward angle, impossible angle, but a brilliant score. Kerry trying to look composed here as they take it out of their half-back line with O'Mahony. 3 Tyrone players going, and a 4th one there as well. Back there is McGuigan. Tyrone have fought their way back into this contest. Mulligan, Dooher, taking on the champions. It's an ambitious kick, it's a huge one, and it's, where is it? Yes, they finally wave a white flag. Light for the Tyrone fans. What an ambitious kick by Brian Dooher. He is capable of the spectacular shot like that. He's done it many times in the past. They'd wish he'd do it even more. The teams are level. Spills out again into the middle. Davy Hart's in there. Referee blows the whistle. Free to Tyrone on the 45-metre line. Just heats up a little bit.
Yeah, again, I think William Kirby got involved that time with Peter Canavan, and again, it's all heating up now.
No particular need for it. The linesman on the far side, who is Garoy Canova from Galway, coming in to have a word with the referee. Meanwhile, Tom O'Sullivan and Peter Canavan.
Yeah, he won't let it go his jersey, and it's all getting very, very silly at the moment.
Here's what happened again here now. Oof. William Kirby was stepping in that time, and the referee may well have some words.
Well, to be fair, all William Kirby was doing is putting his hands up that time to defend himself as Brian McGuigan came in on him. But that's the belt, I think, that Kirby hit on Canavan that started all the rumpus.
And the referee is talking with, it's a yellow card for Tom O'Sullivan. That's the end product. Here comes Philip Jordan. Great ball in towards Mulligan, catches it well, inside laid off to Canavan, great goal! Peter Canavan in stoppage time at the end of the first half.
Oh, what a beauty, Jared, the combination, the interchange.
It was Mulligan who took it down ahead of Paul Galvin, isolated as a full back on this occasion. Watch for Canavan coming in, and that's his 9th ever goal in championship football. And it's Toronto lead by 1-7 to 1-4. How the game has turned around quickly. Kavanagh now dishing it off once again towards McGuigan, looking for a late point, appreciating that every chance must be taken, and he's taken this one. McGuigan has got a second point. It's turned around brilliantly for Tyrone. The challengers against last year's champions lead by 4. Looking assured and able as ever. Moynihan running into trouble, but again, Darragh O'Shea coming to his assistance, 2 of the more experienced players. 5 of this Kerry team are 30 or over, and that's Galvin with a high one to the face, and he could be in trouble with the referee for that. Fans getting back onto their feet again, and Galvin is called aside following that high challenge there in the intensity of the battle, and he's got a yellow card. Galvin now wriggling his way this way and that, needing the support of Tomas O'Shea, last year's Footballer of the Year. Beautifully dished off by Dara O'Kineda to the raiding O'Shea once again. Can Kerry score here? Under pressure in the corner here. It's Mike Frank Russell, partly blocked, comes to Brosnan, up that time brilliantly by Gormley, and it's planted in the back of the net. It's Tomas O'Shea. Silence now among the Tyrone fans. Jubilation for Kerry. What a goal! A point between them, and Tyrone absolutely rocked. A composed Sean Kavanagh looking around, trying to pick the perfect pass. He's picked out Mellon. It's back out towards McMenamin again, taking on O'Mahony. Beautiful ball inside. Here's Stephen O'Neill trying to engineer something a free would do. Outside to Canavan. Oh, it's an impossible angle. Oh, it's an impossible angle, and he's made it. Absolutely brilliant. Tyrone 115, 210 for Kerry. Philip Jordan, Jordan going through, Jordan hitting it, and Jordan scoring! His first point of the day! We're in the 3rd minute of the 4 minutes of added time. He's got a goal already, and Tomas O'Shea comes down looking for something else. Freed outside here. They come forward once again. This time it's with Brian Sheehan, the substitute, trying to go through. Spills loose, straight as far as Michael McGee, and McGee tigerishly holds on. Tension all around the place. This time it's Ryan McMenamin. Still McMenamin. There's still going to be another minute to brawl of this, and Kerry may get the ball back. They do. Tomas O'Shea has it. Sensational All-Ireland final. Inside to Darragh O'Shea. This time various things are happening off the ball. Let's continue with watching what's happening. Mike Frank Russell into space, nobody there for it. Colin Cooper was taken out of the action there. As I saw it, the referee's whistle sounds. It's all over, and Tyrone have won the All-Ireland. Absolutely sensational performance by Tyrone. They've won by 3 points. They had so many heroes, and after 10 matches in the 2005 championship, they have come and they have beaten the champions of last year. And that's the final score. It's Tyrone 116, Kerry 210. They win it for the second in 2005, and Brian Dewar lifts the Sam Maguire Cup. Tyrone are worthy champions.
Hello, Pat Smith here from the IFA, telling you that everyone can now save money on their telephone bills with IFA Telecom. With 50 years of proud service and a presence in every parish, IFA Telecom is owned by members, trusted by customers, and offers unbeatable landline rates, as well as exclusive mobile packages and free calls between customers. So harvest the benefits of being part of Ireland's largest buying group for yourself. Phone 1890 924 851 today and see how IFA Telecom can help you save on your telephone bill.
Niall Healy, but as ever, the man to watch out for here is the wonderfully talented Damien Hayes, already a candidate surely for Galway's Hurler of the Year. Seamus Roach, the referee in charge. Huge sense of expectation. And already it's hotting up down there, a bit like the semi-final. They're at it again before we can even get underway. And Seamus Roach again looking at his watch, and they're having little tussles everywhere and anywhere. In the end, common sense prevails. Match gets underway. It's the 117th All-Ireland Hurling final, and it is Galway who play from left to right. If there is a light breeze out there, it favours Galway for the opening 35 minutes. Into the middle of the field here, taking that ball away, Hanning, sending it along beyond Ger Farragher. Easy one for goalkeeper Donal O'Cusack. Over 82,000 people are here, and that's going to be a free in. There was a push. The push was by the very talented Ollie Canning, and it's going to be Ben O'Connor who will take it. Well, he's giving it maximum care and maximum attention. Every opportunity crucial, and Ben has taken the first scoring opportunity, and Cork have taken the lead. That's Shane Kavanagh, number 6, trying to get it up onto his stick, waiting for the corner man, Ollie Canning, to take it. Off the stick in the end there of Sean O'Halpine, line ball to Galway. Richie Murray coming up to take this one, playing in his 14th championship match. Good ball in. Alan Kearns turns. That's the score Galway needed to settle them down after 7 minutes.
I think it's interesting. We expected Cork short game and the Galway more direct, and it's complete opposite. Galway are working short puckouts, and their midfielders are trying to go very, very deep to create room for their half forward. So it's an interesting clash of styles, but it's completely different from what I expected.
Brian Corcoran out to Niall McCarthy. He's got a man over. That was Ben O'Connor, blocked down well by Ollie Canning. Coming in there like a truck was Shane Kavanagh, linking up once again. Diarmuid O'Sullivan back down defiantly, runs all the way through dangerously in there. A chance here, and Ben O'Connor has scored. The opening goal of the game is Ben O'Connor's 16th minute. Puck out taken quickly and away down the field. That's going to be the Galway tactic. This is Damien Hayes. Hasn't scored so far. Needs a bit of support. Coming through was David Tierney, and that's over the bar from Tierney. David Collins now. Both teams trying to get the rhythm going once again. That's a very good catch by Damien Hayes. Stopped. Hand pass laid off beautifully for Kearns. Looking for the score. He's got it. Alan Kearns has got a second point. Joe Dean slips, and again it's Damien Joyce. This time he's left it behind to Timmy McCarthy, taking on Shane Kavanagh. McCarthy again, knocks it over the bar. He's had enormous critics over the years, but Timmy McCarthy usually comes good in finals, and he's got two this afternoon from two shots. It's back down with Alan Kearns, taking on Ben O'Connor. Good return by Galway. Alan Kearns, a third point for him. Trying to make the switches and the changes. Jerry O'Connor is described in the green helmet, up towards Joe Dean, trying to get more into the match. Ball in towards Timmy McCarthy, taking on David Collins. Collins is dead as a cork man, but very much they're all supporting Galway this afternoon, I'm sure, in the Collins household. Here comes Brian Corcoran. That's going to land over the bar. He's got a second. Brian Corcoran from Aaron's Zone. Hand pass by Niall Healy. It was Damien Hayes who was trying to steal inside. He's still there, tenaciously in. That's a good opportunity for Richie Murray. Stopped on the goal line, and it's a goal for Galway. A point between them in the 49th minute. This is it again here. Richie Murray was coming in, comes off the goalkeeper's legs, and it was prodded in by Damien Hayes under the falling body of Diarmuid O'Sullivan. Tom Kenny trying to take it. John Gardner next in, ahead of Richie Murray. Getting there ahead of Alan Kearns also. Up as far as Ben O'Connor, rolls it up. Jersey pulled by Hardyman, goes through. Still trying to get through. Difficult, impossible. And David Tierney has it back once again for the tribesmen, all the way through to Ger Farragher. Only two between them. Farragher has an opportunity to cut it to one. He's done it! 1 point, the margin.
I think Ger Farragher has proven the last game again today. There's not just a free taker, super scorer there out in front. And I think that extra bit of room inside, you talked about the two-man full forward line earlier, it's creating space for the Galway attack. They look more dangerous.
And bear in mind, Diarmuid O'Sullivan's on a yellow. Tom Kenny's flying. He's got a third. Good score. Ben O'Connor cutting it up towards Joe Dean. Doesn't run for him, runs instead for Ollie Canning. Is it running for Galway right now? Not a good clearance. Straight to Ben O'Connor. And Ben has knocked it over the bar. A goal of 5 for Ben O'Connor. Coming across here is John Gardner. Getting there ahead of his man. That's not the best of clearances. It favours Derek Hardyman. Nobody near him. He's got a player loose inside. Oh dear. Is it going to go over? It is! Great point by Derek Hardyman. Farragher in there with the 50-50 clash. It comes back to Pat Mulcahy. Feeding it beautifully ahead here to Ben O'Connor. Cork swing forward, playing in the centre of the field. That's brilliant accuracy. Everything he has struck, he has put it over the bar or into the goal. A goal and 6. David Collins playing well at left half back for Galway. Towards Kevin Broderick, it's stolen away from him there by Brian Murphy. Whipped forward by Jerry O'Connor, and that lands over the bar. That could be a winner. Goal scores quickly. That's in towards Kevin Hayes. Just in the match about 30 seconds. Back to Ger Farragher. Nobody near him initially. Going into challenge there, Ben O'Connor. Slightly off balance as Ger Farragher was hitting that one. And it's 2 shots now that Galway have hit in the last couple of minutes that have been well off the target. Cork playing within themselves, playing a nice compact game, and they're leading by 4.
Yeah, and that's the way they've played all year, Joe. In every match they've played, they've just done enough. And, you know, you always feel there's a bit more in the tank if they need to pull it out. 5 points from their 2 midfielders today. Tom Kenny with 3, Jerry O'Connor with 2. And Galway have got 3 points from their midfielders, 8 points from the middle of the field. So it shows you the type of loose game. Here's Ben O'Connor again with another one.
Superb. 1-7 from Ben O'Connor. A match-winning performance by the O'Connor twins. Damien Hayes here, going short to Kevin Broderick. They gave a very good results for a long, long time. And right now they're looking for a goal chance. Diarmuid O'Sullivan surrounded by 3 Galway players. Can they get it in? They're still trying to get there with Richie Murray and Donald O'Cusack on the ground. Was he lying on the ball?
Yeah, that's a penalty. It's a very clear rule now, Jerry. You know, if you lie on the ball, it's a free. That should be a penalty.
It should be, especially where it happened that time.
He's going to bring it out and throw it in, and that's the old rule. But in about 2 or 3 years ago, that was changed. If you lie on the ball, it's a free end.
Should have been a penalty. Stopped again by the goalkeeper. Good stop by Donald O'Cusack. Some late scares for Cork from a very gallant Galway team, and we have nearly played the 2 minutes of stoppage time in this 6th ever meeting of Cork and Galway in the final. It's looking like Cork's 100% record against Galway is going to be maintained in finals. Still Galway looking for something, calling for the ball. I think it's over. It is, and Cork are still the champions. Cork retain the Liam McCarthy Cup. John Allen and his selectors have done the job. The county board wanted continuity after Donald O'Grady stepped aside at the end of the 2004 season. John Allen, one of the selectors then, came in. They maintained that sense of continuity. They came in as favourites. They justified favouritism. And at Croke Park, they have seen off the challenge of Galway. Final score of the All-Ireland final. Cork 121, Galway 116. Tom Craig with Dollarashka Corkig. Current Liam Bacori, go to Hanson, Sean go Halfane. Top down the floor now.
In ancient Hibernia, the bards wrote of warriors brave and their heroic deeds. Today's heroes play hurling and football, and the bards, they write for the Star. Led by Ger Loughnane and Martin McHugh, the Star team delivers incisive comment and poetic analysis on the weekend's Gaelic action. For Gaelic Games coverage every Monday is Far on Star.